In the paradoxical world of love, tender devotion meets devastating destruction like twisted threads. Now, this poignant tale delves into the intricate web of emotions that bind us only to sometimes suffocate us. A young woman's quest for eternal connection leads her to the brink of devastation when she falls deeply in love with a man who promises forever but delivers only heartbreak. And as she navigates the treacherous landscape of love, she discovers its dual nature, a healing balm that soothes the soul and the perilous tool that shatters dreams. And joining us in studio is Lerato Molea to talk to us about a new book titled Love is a Dangerous Tool. Very good morning to Lerato. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Okay, good morning.
First of all, love is a very intricate and somewhat complex concept. So what really inspired you to explore the complexities of love?
Okay, what inspired me to explore the complexity of love is because of what's recently happening. As females, we get murdered by our beloved partners, or rather our former partners. When we leave them, doesn't really turn out to be okay. Some take it wrongly,
Yes.
then they come up to us.
Yeah. And then love is a dangerous tool. Can you take us through the symbolism of this title?
Okay, it symbolizes a dangerous love, which led to this young lady that believed that her husband will forever be her soulmate and they belong together. Even though it was toxic, she never wanted to walk away because she believed that she loved him so dearly. No matter what he did or whatever bad he did, my bad.
Yeah.
She didn't see the bad in him. It was only the good side that she saw from him.
Okay.
And she turned a blind eye on the things that he kept on doing to her.
Right, right.
The abuse, the ill treatment. She just turned a blind eye because she loved him. And she wanted to make it work despite all the bad things that
Right.
were happening in their marriage.
You know, Lerato, this may be fiction, but the stories are real. I mean, it's the real stories that we face on a daily basis that are being told through this book. So what is it that you're trying to figure out through this book? Or what is it that you're trying to portray about love through writing this book?
What I'm trying to portray love is that love can be cruel. I know that some may not believe that love can be dangerous because we have that mindset that love is a beautiful thing, but at some point it gets to be dangerous. Some partners get to turn into monsters because of love.
Right, right. And love's capacity for transformation is a powerful theme. So how does your protagonist embody this transformation, the main character?
Oh, she even ended up at a mental institution because of love.
Sure.
It was horrible because her husband perished in the fire with her family members.
Wow.
So she was the one who got blamed for all of that, even though he was the one who set the house on fire.
She was the one who set the house on fire?
No, the husband.
Or the husband was the one who set the house on
Yes.
fire?
But because
Gosh.
she survived,
Yeah.
so they blamed her. Then it led her to being depressed and ended up being in a mental institution because of love.
And how did her material possession affect her perception of happiness at the end?
She was never happy.
She was in love but never happy.
She was in love but never happy.
Sure, those are two contrasting narratives, you know, being in love and being happy. But if you are not unhappy and in love, I mean, it defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it?
It doesn't. No, the thing is that at first it was a full package. It was that love that came with honesty, happiness. Then later it changed the narrative. So there was no longer
okay.
happiness but just love.
Okay.
After he took her kids away from her, like he murdered their kids after
Right,
she
right.
left. So there was no longer happiness, but she still chose to stay.
Yeah, yeah. And what is that element of this story that me as a reader would take away or will learn something from it? Because the central theme is love, sure, but what is it that, you know, you would say that, you know, your viewers will definitely get something out of it, get something out of value out of this?
What they can get is that, you know, when it's no longer nice, when that love is no longer good, please just walk away. Because if you don't walk away while you still have time, believe in me, you'll end up in a coffin.
Sure.
Because it becomes more toxic and you keep believing that he will change. He's not going to change. It's just going to get worse and worse. So
Yeah.
love yourself enough to walk away.
Yeah, you know what they say, that, you know, when people show you their true side, believe them.
The first time they show it, right?
Yeah, the first time they show. Lerato, lovely chatting to you. This is a uniquely captivating story. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was Lerato Molea talking to us about her book that explores the journey through love's treacherous terrain, having left its mark. But, well, the protagonist stood resilient with a heart tempered by fire and a spirit renewed.